The woman visited her boyfriend's rural home for the first time. She kindly handed a chicken drumstick to a little girl, but to her shock, the older brother furiously kicked the girl to the ground. No one in the family reacted, as if they were used to such violence. Even the sister-in-law remained silent, and no one stood up to stop it. As the little girl cried louder, the older brother became even more enraged. He grabbed a stool and tried to teach the mother and daughter a lesson. Seeing this, the woman quickly stepped in. Only then did the mother-in-law speak up and stop him, but the boyfriend stayed focused on his food. That night, the woman couldn't shake off what she'd witnessed. As the boyfriend gently made the bed for her, she started to question whether he was pretending to be kind. He noticed her unease, and cheerfully said, "His mother rarely stays in that room. If it weren't for her visit, he would have never gotten the chance to see it." He added that once they got married, she would need to take good care of his mother. But the woman had grown up pampered, and didn't care about that. What she really worried about was the pregnant sister-in-law, who had fallen earlier. Surprisingly, the boyfriend brushed it off, saying rural people are strong and can handle it. Then he criticized the sister-in-law, calling her careless, and claimed the brother had a temper, so fighting was normal. He praised the woman for being educated, and promised he would always cherish her. To win her trust, he assured her he wouldn't touch her before marriage, and told her to rest easy. His sudden affection made the woman feel she hadn't chosen the wrong person, but she had no idea. She had already walked into a carefully planned trap. That night while she was sleeping, the door quietly opened. A small hand reached into her blanket. Startled, she woke up, and saw it was the little girl. The girl was there to beg for help, because the pregnant sister-in-law had been beaten, and was in severe pain. The woman told the girl to get the brother, but she trembled and said she was too scared. No one in the family would pay for treatment either. The woman asked where the sister-in-law was. The girl pointed toward the cow shed. She explained the grandmother believed pregnant women carried bad energy, and would bring misfortune to the older brother, so she forced the sister-in-law to live there. The woman immediately rushed over, and found the sister-in-law delirious from pain. Lifting the blanket, she was shocked by her condition. She ran back and banged on the boyfriend's window, but he refused to help, saying it was their family's business and not hers. Disappointed, she spotted a tricycle, and loaded the sister-in-law onto it. She finally got her to the hospital, but things were serious. The baby might not survive, and surgery was urgent. Shockingly, the sister-in-law refused treatment. She said the mother-in-law claimed medical scans were harmful, and would beat her if she found out. When she heard the treatment cost $20,000, she begged to go home, so the woman offered to pay, and urged her to get the surgery. More than 10 hours later, the family finally arrived, but instead of checking on the sister-in-law, the mother-in-law asked the nurse whether the bill had been paid. Upon learning the woman had covered it, she immediately grabbed her hand, and pretended to be grateful. She promised her son would repay the money someday, but the woman knew she couldn't rely on them, so she went to pay the bill herself. On the way, she overheard the boyfriend's family talking in the hallway. That's when she learned the boyfriend had only pursued her for money. Realizing the truth, she quietly returned home to pack her things. But suddenly, she realized her ID was missing. Just as she panicked, the little girl appeared. She knew the woman was leaving, and said she had something to give her, but the woman didn't have time to take anything. Unexpectedly, the girl grabbed her tightly,